Hi, everyone. This is Nathan Pettyjohn. I am the founder and president of the VRARA Association, and I have a few interesting and exciting topics that I want to update you on with regards to the organization. Now, these topics at first might seem a little interesting, but I will get to it. So, one is I wanted to address kind of the value creation that the VRARA Association creates. Second, I want to talk about some of the haters and some of the freebie requests that from time to time come into our organization and how we look at that in terms of being fair to everyone in the entire community. And then what's very exciting and near and dear to my heart is number three, we are announcing a donation commitment that will be focused on XR for children in underserved communities. So I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about that here for just a few minutes. The value creation of the VRAR Association is really centered around driving membership value. That means allowing companies to find ways that they can promote themselves, find ways that they can generate knowledge and learning, and then drive responsibility through this ecosystem of VR and AR. Now, we do that through a lot of different means in terms of chapter events, e-newsletters, committees that we have, events, podcasts, blog posts, social media. And we literally have tens of thousands of audience members that we try to create value to help these companies grow. We've also produced hundreds of different industry reports over the years. And we also work on training programs, research programs as well, and best practices in general for the industry. We do this and we operate as a business. Contrary to what some might think, the VRAR Association is not a charitable entity. We don't take grants or government handouts from anyone. We drive it like a business. So creating value for companies in return, we charge membership fees for that, and we also take sponsorship dollars for that. Now, just like any business, we're focused on growing our team. So to hire those individuals, and we're going to make a really cool announcement soon on a new individual that we've hired as our customer success manager to take things to a whole nother level in terms of the value creation. But to hire those people, to invest in the tools and resources, for example, the organization spends tens of thousands of dollars just in the virtual platform tools to create these virtual events and host committee programs. Not to mention the larger in-person events. But hiring these great people, building value creates dollars to do that. And so we do charge membership fees. Now, one of the things that I did want to address is the haters and the freebies. As of recent, in fact, I had someone who I thought was a friend, someone who runs a business that generates millions of dollars, sent me a note basically saying that they were going to publicly slander our company if we didn't give this organization a free membership. So it really, it hit me pretty hard. And I could have fought back and said, hey, I'll go on the attack as well, but I didn't. And so I didn't think that that would be fair to any of the hundreds of members that we have that do invest in the VRAR Association. And essentially my view on this is how would this person feel if they were paying for any other service and they found out that the people who ran the organization, all their friends got it for free. And so instead of kind of falling trap to that, and this person might actually go out and still publicly slander and trying to claim that because we offer a service that we charge for, that the company is operating under a cash grab. I don't feel like that's right. I think there's a lot of value. In fact, we've had several companies that have come to me and said that they have created multi-millions worth of dollars in business because of the exposure that they've received, the network that they've created, the people that they've met through the VRAR Association, and they truly see the value. The other thing that we've tried to do is create multiple tiers of memberships. This ranges, from corporate memberships all the way down to individuals. And we even work with some of these companies, these underserved individuals or underserved communities that have businesses, to create significant discounts in those memberships, allowing them to pay them monthly if we want. But we don't feel like free is the answer, because if people aren't investing something into what they're doing and building their business, then they don't pay attention to it. And so that's why we typically don't do this. And we think that it would be immoral to offer free memberships to friends in the community. So with that, this is something that we've been talking about as an organization for a while, but I took this moment to say, hey, we are going to commit to it today. And so I'm announcing today that we, the VRARA Association, are committing to a fund that we are going to donate for XR for children in underserved communities. Now, we're committing and putting a dollar figure to this. We're going to start in April of 2022, donating $1,000 per month. Now, that's $12,000 commitment over the year. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. So we're actually going to also be going out and seeing if there are any other organizations that want to match that. And 100% of those funds we will ensure that go to this charitable organization that do the right thing. So instead of offering a free membership to who I thought was a friend and their business who's generating millions, we're going to turn this and say, we're going to take dollars and put that to work for children in underserved communities that can benefit from XR. So I would like to ask anyone in the comments, post here, any of those organizations. So we're going to be, over the course of March, we're going to be looking at different organizations and what makes sense. And by April, we will announce and commit to what that organization is. But know that the VRARA Association is committed to creating opportunities for anyone and everyone in this industry. But we don't feel like the answer is offering free to companies that are generating millions of dollars. So with that, I want to thank you for joining me, and hopefully you and your organization will contribute also in making a donation. This won't go to the VRARA Association. The donation will go directly to the charitable entity that we decide to work with. But we'll also market this through our community in hopes that we can generate even more funding for wherever we decide to put these funds. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and thank you for anyone and everyone who legitimately contributes to this ecosystem. It's really exciting to be in, and stay tuned for the announcements, and please put in the comments any recommendations on these organizations that we can make a difference with. Thank you.